Hi, I'm Heather Moore, and this is the Cable News Roundup for July 8th. I'll start with Fox News and the O'Reilly factor. He says that the city of San Francisco should be blamed and punished for the death of this California woman. This is the woman who was killed by an illegal Mexican immigrant. He talks about the new law proposed that someone who enters the U.S. after being deported will be incarcerated. And he says that the city of New York will not require bail for criminals charged with nonviolent crimes, including dealing drugs on a small level. And O'Reilly does not like Mayor de Blasio. The Kelly File. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is a guest to talk about a Texas judge ordering the Homeland Security chief to court because the federal government have given out work permits to immigrants who originally entered illegally. It's mostly a segment to say the Obama administration isn't doing enough to punish illegal immigrants, and the FBI director says the threat of terrorism is increasing. On Hannity, while very few undocumented workers commit crimes upon entering the United States, other than the fact that they entered illegally, Hannity rounded up some of the exceptions to represent all of what he calls the illegals. He has a segment called Parents Whose Children Were Killed by Illegals. The incendiary language is telling. The governor of Oklahoma, Mary Fallin, has said that the Ten Commandments statue will remain on State House grounds while the state attorney general appeals the Supreme Court decision to remove the statue. And Republican presidential candidate Carly Fiorina is on to criticize Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. Switching over to MSNBC, all in with Chris Hayes. He shows an interview with Donald Trump. A former Mexican president, Felipe Calderon, is on to talk about Donald Trump's insulting views of Mexicans coming to the U.S., and more women are coming forward in the Bill Cosby sexual assault scandal. On the Rachel Maddow Show, she talks about the worst Donald Trump quotations the presidential candidate has said recently. And the New York Stock Exchange shut down for almost 4 hours because of a technical glitch. And the South Carolina House is now debating whether or not to remove the Confederate flag from State House grounds. The last word with Lawrence O'Donnell. He reports that Donald Trump's temerity has prompted Republican National Committee chair to ask Trump to tone it down so he doesn't fanaticize the Republican Party. The whole show is against Donald Trump. So now you know.